Only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. His return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Trying the right side. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's a throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw here on 1st down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 1. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's a give up the middle. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
They'll try and punch it in. Runs it in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson airing it out to start. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. Hand off to the back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Ross off the play fake. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup from the secondary. Grant Delpit on the tackle. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Man in motion out of the slot. Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here. Russ now from the gun. Complete here to Bowers. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Chubb going for the ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. Neither side separating much so far. More from Cleveland coming up in just a moment. We're back and excited to start this 2nd quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. First down throw from Wilson. Escapes the pocket. Gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's on the move. Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. He's going to keep this one. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut in the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now, here's 3rd and goal. They're headed up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They motion the tight end over. 4th down, here's Wilson. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Brock Bowers the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders start off well to tie things 7-7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Turpin with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Sharp there to haul it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10 now. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Caleb Farley arranging over for that stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Browns with the football. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 8. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. First down from the red zone. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to the air here. This throw is cut. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Now looking to throw. And oh, he got it! Interception! Caleb Farley has it. It's a foot race. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. I don't know about you, Brock, but I could almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return, and then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Turpin with a return. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, right at the 25 to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Getting right back to it after that interception. Chased out to his right. He's on the move. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 28. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now it'll be a punt on 4th down with Logan Cook out to boot it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And it'll be Raider football. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They send a man in motion. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Got a man, Bowers has it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and just 2 to go. Wilson now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're left with 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. No return on that punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. Now he's past the 25. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 49-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Hits his running back. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll throw on 3rd and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. This one intended for the running back. So so that brings up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Back to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Once more, it's Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Offense up to the line fast. Back to the well again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Wilson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Turpin with a return. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the return is brought down. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jacorian Bennett there for the tackle.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man left. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st. Throwing now off play action. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Putting a receiver in motion. Finding Judy. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Throwing from near his own goal line. Short pass brought in. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. Oh. Second and 3 now. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Another carry for him. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Wilson throwing 3rd and 1. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Lone back gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
He'll throw it. That's caught for the first. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on first down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. They did it! He made the interception! Has room down the left sideline. And he makes the Mets go! It's a touchdown on the pick six! On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Second and 6 coming up here. Russ now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here he is to throw. That one's complete, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Give now to the running back. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll send him over right. They'll run it here on 3rd down. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. From the left hash, this is from 47. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Raiders make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got in him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. He's down to a knee, and they have done it. They're going to be playing in the Super Bowl.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl.